they want their dad, but they don't want Robyn, that's not going to work. Robyn and I are going to be like this, and we're going to work this out. And that's just the relationship we're going to be in.
Kody really went there, huh? Admitting on TV that he'll always pick Robyn over his own children. What a gem. Not like we didn't see that one coming, but still. It's amazing how oblivious he is to the fact that constantly choosing Robyn is exactly what caused all the drama and distance with his kids in the first place. You'd think he'd have a moment of self-awareness, but nope, apparently not. Look, I get that solidarity between a husband and wife isn't a terrible thing, but the way Kody's spewing venom at his kids, come on, man, calm down. This isn't your fight. It's like he's trying to make some big stand for Robyn, but he's alienating everyone else in the process. An emotionally mature husband doesn't destroy relationships with his kids just to back up his wife. Here's a thought, Kody, maybe you should just zip it and let Robyn fight her own battles. She's not a helpless victim, buddy. Seriously, the whole thing is bizarre. He's out here starting wars his kids have already walked away from. They're done, yet Kody keeps swinging at windmills to prove his undying loyalty to Robyn. It's like a one-man war at this point. The most ridiculous part, Kody still thinks he's this heroic figure, like he's some knight protecting Robyn from the evil kids. Newsflash, pal, they've already left the building. They've moved on. But Kody, he's still trapped in this delusion that they're out there fighting to get him. No one wants him, Kody. It's all just pure ego. And Robyn, oh boy. She's over here upset that Janelle didn't spend Thanksgiving with them, all because she's supposed to choose Kody over her own kids. Please, that's rich. It's like she expects the other wives to throw their children under the bus just to please Kody. Newsflash, they don't have to choose. Can't they have separate relationships with their dad? Why does Robyn even care so much about who gets Kody's attention? What makes this whole thing worse is that literally no one is even asking him to choose. His kids just want a father. That's it. But who's the one who shut down the Christmas exchange? Who made it too scary to even meet up for Christmas? And who flat out refused a reunion? If Kody feels like he's being forced to choose, it's not coming from his kids. It's coming from him. Unbelievable. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel reality Nexus X. Kody is absolutely falling apart, and Robyn's bearing the brunt of it. Now, let's be clear, I'm no fan of Robyn, but imagine living in a house with that guy. She's even said Kody's been picking fights with her, bullying her, and honestly, who can blame her? In yesterday's episode, Kody straight up admitted that he's picking on Robyn as a way to punish himself, which just screams narcissism. He doesn't even recognize how harmful his actions are to her. He's only focused on how it affects him. He's admitted to being cruel to Robyn, even hinting that he might leave her. And to say that kind of stuff on national TV. Yeah, that's just mean. Oh, and speaking of their relationship, every time they travel, Kody and Robyn drive separately. At first, I thought it was just a weird stunt to avoid looking too in love or to spare the other wives' feelings. But honestly, I think it's more likely that Kody just wants to be alone all the time now. It's like he's completely checked out of their relationship. Remember when Kody met Robyn? He ditched his other 3 wives to follow his selfish desires. And now, guess what? He's doing the same thing to her. He's ignoring Robyn, stewing in his bitterness, and refusing to take responsibility for his own issues. When things go south in his life, Kody always makes these drastic, impulsive decisions to cope. When he was young and directionless, he dove headfirst into a weird cult religion. Then, he created this massive family to give himself a purpose. But when the reality of that started feeling like too much, he made another huge shift, falling in love with Robyn, starting a reality TV show, and moving to Las Vegas. At first, it was enough to distract him from the mess of his first 3 marriages. But of course, that didn't last either. Now, he's out of Vegas, his reality show makes him look like a loser, and Robyn is no longer the shiny new thing she once was. So, what's Kody's next move? He's picking fights with Robyn because she's the only one left who will take it. He thrives on drama, on stirring up conflict, and on blaming others for his own shortcomings. That's his normal. And honestly, I'm just sitting here thinking, did Robyn really not see this coming? Who could have predicted that after burning through 3 wives, Kody would eventually turn on her too? It's not like Robyn is new to the whole divorce thing. She's been around the block and knows how it all goes. She speaks Kody's language, but she never really learned the sister-wife code. I guess she didn't think the other wives would be so quick to tell her, "Here, take him." She painted herself into this self-centered old man corner. And now her new, younger wife with doe eyes act just isn't enough to keep Kody distracted from the truth of what's going on. Robyn isn't used to chasing Kody. He's the one who's always been in pursuit. But now, Kody's in a tailspin, dealing with his own personal meltdown, while Robyn's left trying to reclaim the attention and praise she's been used to. I don't condone Kody's behavior, but let's not pretend Robyn didn't see the writing on the wall. She watched him tear apart his relationships with his other wives, so her tears now feel a little manufactured. She's crying, he's angry, and yet, somehow, she's surprised. Honestly, it feels like Robyn is playing the victim card. She's hoping viewers will pity her because she knows we don't exactly have a lot of love for her, but I'm not buying it. This whole situation, I think it's just for the show. They're trying to mask the fact that they're probably happy in their monogamous little bubble now. Notice how we never see any scenes of them together one-on-one anymore? They're putting on this "we have struggles too" act, but let's be real, it's just a performance. Kody and Robyn are probably content with monogamy at this point, but they don't want to admit it because plural marriage was their ticket. It'll be interesting to see how long they keep up the charade before the show finally gets the axe. I don't find any of them interesting individually. The draw was always the dynamics of the whole family. Without that, it's kind of meh. The most sickeningly cruel thing Robyn's ever done. Hands down, it's making her 3 oldest kids call Kody daddy, as if they didn't already have a perfectly good father in their leaves. The very first time one of her daughters called Kody by his name, Kody, Robyn corrected her, and that moment told me everything I needed to know about her. This wasn't about family. This was about control. Her kids, pure victims in all of this. And then there's that gem of a moment when she gave Kody a photoshopped picture with him, inserted into a family photo. Like what? Who thinks that's okay? That's not family bonding. It's an exercise in erasure and manipulation. And oh, the portrait of Kody with Robyn's kids, but without Christine and her children. Perfect. A true masterpiece, and let's make sure everyone knows who's really in charge here. Even if some of the kids didn't mind, it doesn't change the fact that it was beyond wrong. But hey, in the world of the Browns, that kind of thing is practically expected, right? But let's not forget the classic Robyn move, dragging the other wives to the wedding dress store, twirling around in her dress, knowing full well Kody had picked it. You just know that wasn't about celebrating love. It was a chance to flaunt her figure and subtly, or not so subtly, remind the others about the extra weight they had gained and their stretch marks. You know, the cheaper version of what they had. And of course, Robyn couldn't leave it at that. She had to do it all over again at the San Francisco store with her little friend tagging along, trying on even smaller clothes just to model them for the heavier wives. She's got it all figured out, doesn't she? Kody is really concerned about Robyn going to church alone, huh? I watched the episode where Robyn chatted with her girls about attending church, and she casually asked if they minded if she went with them. Then, later in the episode, she mentions church to Kody, saying she'd like to go, and of course, Kody had to make it all about himself. He asked when she was going, then demanded she include him in her plans. Because why wouldn't you want your husband tagging along to church? But wait, there's more. Kody can't let Robyn attend church alone because, brace yourselves, she'd be open market for any men. Yes, he seriously said that. Apparently, according to Kody, Robyn is some sort of hot commodity at church, just waiting for the men to swoop in and claim her as their next wife. I couldn't help but roll my eyes at that. Robyn, the object of desire at church. Really, Kody? Your wife isn't exactly turning heads. But of course, this isn't about her being desirable. It's about Kody's desperate need for external validation. He clearly thinks the only reason people would go to church is to prey on other men's wives. Which, well, says a lot about his own mindset, doesn't it? And let's not forget about their whole church culture. It's all about Kody needing to believe that other men are envious of him, wanting what he has. So naturally, he thinks every man in church has their eyes on his wife. The real kicker. The whole thing reeks of misogyny. Women are just property to be protected rather than actual individuals with their own agency. It's all about control and ownership, wrapped up in a shiny bow of loyalty. How convenient, right? This whole situation just brings me back to that one moment when Jenna called out Robyn's damsel in distress act right to her face. It was amazing. Jenna straight up told her it was ridiculous, and that she, as an independent woman, would never play that card. Iconic. The most bizarre part, Robyn isn't even offended by Kody's lack of trust. She's just fine with it. Kody's weird obsession with her is honestly the strangest thing. No one wants Robyn, Kody. Remember when he was all paranoid about David talking to her too much? It's all so strange, especially when you consider that people in the polygamy community don't exactly view Robyn as a saint. She's the one who helped tear apart 3 marriages. No polygamist family is exactly lining up to bring her into the fold. If she joined another family, the wives would riot. And let's be real. If Robyn attends a church, I guarantee someone will definitely mention she was on a reality show about polygamy. It won't be because sister wives is such a hot topic, but because if one person knows gossip, it spreads faster than wildfire through a church. You can't hide from that. Kody does have a reason to worry about Robyn finding a better offer, but it's not because the churchmen will be all over her. Oh no, she's smart enough to go for a man who knows exactly who she is, and more importantly, who her husband is. Kody's real fear should be Robyn pulling a fast one, but not from some unsuspecting guy in a pew. She's not looking for a naive man. She's looking for a way out. Kody doesn't love Robyn. Change my mind. Let's be real. He's been using her as a human shield since the beginning of their marriage. Can't show affection to the other wives. Robyn says don't. Can't spend more than a few hours at the other wives' houses. Robyn needs him to help get the kids ready for school. And that whole thing with Meri, leading her on forever. Robyn told him to wait on God to make him feel something for her, even though, spoiler alert, he never actually did. So why does Kody keep hiding behind Robyn every time his behavior is called out? He knows it breeds resentment from the other wives and kids. So why would he put someone he supposedly loves in such a toxic position? The truth is, Kody doesn't love Robyn. He's just using her, just like he used Janelle and Christine to distance himself from Meri. Robyn is clearly benefiting from the situation, but let's not pretend that Kody's love for her is as deep as he claims. In fact, I'm not sure he's capable of truly loving anyone. A man who walks away from so many of his children, that's someone who's broken beyond repair. I know parents who would fight tooth and nail to stay connected with their kids, even if they pulled away. They wouldn't give up, not for a second, but Kody's just walking away, letting it all slip through his fingers. Kody's a narcissist and Robyn is enabling him. The fact that he managed to get 4 women to marry him and have 18 kids, or whatever the number is now, is honestly mind-blowing. But here's the thing. If Kody truly loved any of them, especially Robyn, he wouldn't make endless excuses. He wouldn't throw anyone under the bus when things go wrong and refuse to take accountability. Kody is not cut out to be a husband. Heck, he's not cut out to be a father either. He's too selfish for either role. But now, to save face, he's bending over backward to cater to Robyn's every whim, even if it means alienating everyone else and driving himself into financial ruin. Robyn's true feelings. What a mystery, right? Am I the only one who's not buying the whole "I'm devastated the other wives are gone" act? Seriously, I get the vibe that she's been waiting for this moment, and that she definitely didn't mind them leaving. Case in point, her heartwarming line to Meri, "It's okay if our family doesn't look the same. It's okay if you go." Yeah, okay, Robyn. That screams I'm totally fine with the family breaking apart energy. And let's talk about that ridiculous personality test thing. She literally couldn't even remember taking it, and the backtracking was painfully awkward to watch. Come on, Robyn, we can all see through that. Like Christine said, she can't be trusted. Not a word out of her mouth feels genuine. It always seemed like Robyn's more concerned about appearances than anything else. She wanted the picture-perfect polygamous family for the world to see, but without the actual work of maintaining one. That's why she's upset, not because the wives are gone, but because now the whole world knows they're gone. It's all about how it looks on camera. Honestly, Robyn's only been hanging on to the drama. She loves stirring the pot and watching people fight. Now that the other wives are out of the picture, she's shifting gears to make Kody the new target, claiming he's starting fights, and that she might not stick around. Sure, Kody's a narcissist, but I'm starting to think Robyn might just edge him out on the psychopathy scale. She might leave Kody eventually, but trust me, it won't be while she's still soaking up the spotlight on a reality TV show. And don't even get me started on the personality test saga. Robyn can't remember a thing, but if she did take it, well, someone must have done it for her. A certain someone whose name rhymes with pristine who, fun fact, doesn't even know Robyn. Classic. Why does Kody favor Robyn? Seriously, why? Let's break it down. It's pretty obvious that Robyn is Kody's favorite. But what's the real reason behind it? Is it because he finds her drop-dead gorgeous? Or because he got the chance to swoop in and rescue her by adopting her kids? Maybe it's something else entirely. When Kody met Robyn, he had already been married to the same 3 women for years, 2 of whom had spent much of that time pregnant, dealing with endless drama between the wives. Then here comes Robyn, thin, after 3 kids, mind you, stunning, positive, and, let's not forget, a total damsel in distress who practically worshipped him. Robyn was the breath of fresh air he'd been craving. She was everything he hadn't had in years. And let's face it, this is exactly why people have affairs or leave their spouses. After being stuck in a stale relationship for 15 years, if I were allowed to date a handsome guy who didn't have all the emotional baggage my husband and I shared, and he fulfilled emotional needs my husband didn't, I'd probably fall head over heels too. But there's another reason Kody might be all about Robyn. She's 100% submissive. She happily caters to his every whim, which, let's be honest, is probably the ultimate ego boost for him. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.